We want it, tell me, do you want it now? We want it, that's the way we want it. Having it like a dream, that's the way we want it. Living it like a kid, that's the way we want it.
Carville Monroe's T-Scope 2020. Hey, we're at the 2013 FPEA HomeSchool Convention. Hey, the theme this year is strong marriage, strong family, strong homeschool. And we're loving every minute of it. I'm hoping to get a lot of highlights. Take the approach differently this year. We're not going to give you an overall look at everything. You can refer back to one of our previous videos. But I just want to emphasize, hey, homeschooling is a great opportunity for you to invest into your family and into that next generation, starting with your own house. And something like this is a great support for families to attend, to come and glean and partake and learn as much information, get as much tools and resources you can to aid you in this journey.
I just came from Laying Down the Rails, a workshop by Sonia Schaefer from Simply Charlotte Mason. As point that good habits are like laying down rails. One, it takes work. A quote from Charlotte Mason that Sonia shared is that it takes growing pains. You have to take pains in nurturing and forming good habits in our children and also within ourselves. 1/3 of our children's education is forming good habits. One of the main things that she emphasized is that we want to focus on training our children one habit at a time. So you're not trying to go through this list of habits and frustrate everybody, including yourself, all at the same time trying to get everybody on one accord, but just focus on one habit, and that it takes about 6 to 8 weeks, so you can say about 2 months to focus on forming one good habit. I think it's fabulous.
Well, I just went to Jehovah's Park versus Jurassic Park, and it was awesome. Like, literally awesome.
It was a lot
Capital, everything.
Well, I'm going to try to get the inside scoop from Todd Wilson. He's actually the author of the book, Lies Homeschool Moms Believe. By the way, he was also one of the keynote speakers of this year's forum. He did a great job this morning setting the foundation to all the parents in attendance on why we do what we do. Really good. This is what we believe. It was a phenomenal session. I'm not here to repeat that. You're going to have to get the audio yourself or the DVD. But right now, I'm going to try to get backstage and see what advice, personally, he can give to me as a homeschool dad. So let's just check it out. Let's go, boys.
Okay, I'm talking to these really nice young men and one young man who walked away. Is that your son too? Yes. Yeah, I don't blame him. I don't blame him. But I'll tell you guys, because you're gonna think, who is this guy when you're like, I don't know, 15 years from now. But I want to tell you to love your wife, love your children. You be a good husband and you could be a good dad, and that's it. If you get anything else, that's all icing. But you get those things right, okay? You the dad.
Todd's words were very inspirational. And you know, it reminds me why it's so important to have a good support structure in your homeschool experience, just like in any other area of life. What is your support system like for homeschool?
My support structure is my husband and our homeschool co-op, Classical Conversations. We've got a lot of great friends who keep me going.
Hi, my support structure is my friends around town. We get together for play dates, and I also attend classical conversations once a week, and it works out great for us.
The greatest support system to date for me, since I'm the main person homeschooling, has been number one, my husband, and then secondly, my parents. They actually have been very encouraging through the process because we will be the first generation of homeschoolers in our family, and both my parents are actually educators, so it's very non-traditional for us, but those are the folks, my husband and my parents.
Yeah, and for me, it's my wife because she does most of the homeschooling, but I'm going to get a little bit more involved. Once we get the curriculum, she's doing a great job while I'm traveling and working and everything else. But I plan to get a whole lot more involved. After coming to the conference as well, it really inspired me. So it was really amazing.
So my support structure is basically my friends. We have a lot of friends in our church, in my home group, and just other friends that we have from co-op, moms that have been there, done that kind of know, so that when I have those days when I am absolutely flustered and I think I cannot do this anymore, they can say, you can do this, you're gonna keep on doing it. And I know now that I am too kind of in the same boat, that I'm encouraging other moms and doing the same, because we just finished up our 7th year of homeschooling. So other moms that are kind of coming up underneath, which is a little scary knowing that I'm supporting others as well, but just that you can do it, and that I think friendships are really truly like one of the most important things that you have, because you're going to be there for the day in, day out, to call them on the phone and be like, please talk me down right now, I need some help, I need some support. And so keep the friendships going and make sure that you have that support. And even if you can't do it, if it's not someone locally, if you have someone that you can either call that's long distance, or email, or even doing that, reaching out, finding someone online that's willing to support you, that is a fabulous resource.
Well, I'm wrapping up here at the FPEA conference for 2013. It's been a wonderful time here. So many people turned up for this particular event. You saw some of the crowds who came in from the droves all over the nation. You've seen some of the classrooms, the workshops. I mean, a lot of them were just crowded. People are hungry and looking for resources and tools on how they can make their homeschool experience work even much better, so they can prepare their young people for tomorrow and for today. Well, we hope you especially have enjoyed some of the tips that were shared by the families, the moms, the dads, the parents who are on the front line of this homeschool experience. And I hope you find that valuable. I hope you can structure your support system similar to some of the ways they've said. Relationships is all about relationships. And you heard the word from Mr. Todd Wilson himself. For you husbands out there, make sure you love your wives and support them. Anyhow, well, that's it for now. We hope you've enjoyed all you've heard and seen. Until next time, peace. What's your structure like?
Well, obviously, I have your support. Otherwise,
Points for that.
I wouldn't be able to do it. But previously, we joined the local homeschool ministry support group, and from that, we also took part in their co-op. So our children had Lego education class and a science cooperative, as well as a physical movement, and we really enjoyed it, and it was perfect for the support we needed at that time. I also have a lot of homeschool presence online with there's some other blogs that I look at and read, as well as Facebook is a big part of that, and looking at different curriculum support groups on Facebook. And I also turned out to be a really good friend from one of those, even though she lives all the way across the country and we have yet to meet physically. We've talked on the phone, we text, and we've even Skyped, and we are a great support to each other. We have our own little message that it's kind of like, I call the teacher's lounge, and so we're like the teacher's crew with each other, and we get suggestions and support each other and encourage each other and pray for each other.
Wow.